Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Broncos will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles' offense takes the field. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's French. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Boise State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Point is good. That makes the score Boise State 7, Georgia Southern 0.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Fires into traffic, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So Boise State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the ground. He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw on second down. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Broncos! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score. Boise State 14, Georgia Southern.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands, multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
Looking for a man. It's French. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
And the pass hits, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the gun to give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Scanning the field, it's French. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this defense takes tons of pride in their pass defense. They've got athletes on the back end that can break on the ball, and they've got hands too. We've seen them pluck 3 picks already. They almost got another one there.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Eagles have their offense in high gear. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Burgess. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1, they'll mark it at the 6. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Here we go. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that drive covered just 44 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll run the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown, Eagles. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
On for the extra point.
Oh, and he missed it, and they missed their chance to lock it up.
That keeps the score. Boise State, 14. Georgia Southern.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. He's picked up 48 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Georgia Southern, 13.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the air, it's French. He's got the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Eagles look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia Southern!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Akron. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for space. It's Genty. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
To the air, it's French. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll try to pop the draw. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
Fourth down coming up.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Genty. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He wants to pass it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Now they'll run the draw. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
It's caught. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Yeah, I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. No good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Looking to pass. It's French. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Throwing right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Looking to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football, a little ballet moment there? This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Fires left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Wants to throw on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. These two defenses have really been up to the task so far, and it's hard to ignore how each of these two secondaries have impacted things. They've stayed true to their assignments, covering each receiver like a blanket. And you know what else they've done? They've wrapped up and tackled. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Floats it out in space. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And the Broncos trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he'll be brought down.
Running back, the ball carrier, picks up 3.
Second and goal coming up. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. To the end zone and is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in the flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Dropping back, it's French. Working that left side. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Looking for room, it's White. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
He's got it. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They go to the counter. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that is just a gut punch.
Fight is way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
He's tackled at the 36.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Genty. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Broncos will try to convert on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Just trucks through it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
With the carry.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
He makes a catch. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking for a man. It's French. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Eagles are on the move. On the run, it's White. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
That keeps the score. Boise State, 21. Georgia Southern, 20.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Smashes through. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than's blocked, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now he's looking to throw it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Using his legs, it's White. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker is Burgess. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Complete downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Boise State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Sends it downfield. What a snag by the defense. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best?
Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Leaves it with the running back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Back to pass, it's French. He's right on target. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. It's a draw. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. He smashes his way through again. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They want that clock to run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Give to the single back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Looking for a block. It's Burgess. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Dropping back, it's French. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense, shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Number 35.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's